Have you ever just sat top of the league wearing a Lee Hodson shirt, drinking out an orange cup? I have.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious!
Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back for another brand new video. Today's video we are here to discuss Rangers versus Hearts. All the way that was listed was Hearts versus Rangers. The winner went top of the league. Guess who won? I'm going to have fun with this one, but before we get there and before we get any more into today's video, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. That'd be absolutely amazing if you can hit 23k before the end of the year. And yeah, let's just jump right into it, shall we? Because there's genuinely so much to say. 3, 2, 1. Hearts 1, Rangers 2. Now, I want to apologise that I look like death's doorstep right now. Obviously, stayed up extremely late to watch the Fury fight. I couldn't fall back to sleep because of the Rangers game. It's just a little mixture, and I'm running on fumes. But thankfully, this game wasn't dull for a split second. It had everything you want in a game of football. There was drama, there was fouls, there was crazy high intensity. There was a red card. Someone scored the goalkeeper. It was all there. But before we dive into the game and break it down, we need to take a little second just to say congratulations to the Buffalo Soldier himself, Alfredo Morelos, for equalling a Scottish Premiership League scoring record for scoring in 7 consecutive matches. But he's a liability though. Not only that, talking about him being a liability, that same pundit called him out and says he needs to start scoring goals. Well, he's equalling records. Are you happy? What's the betting on that we actually break the record? Do you think Alfredo Morelos will break the top flight goal scoring record in his next game of football? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, we need to address the fact the Rangers won the game in the top league. That is the first time since 2011-12 season that Rangers have topped the league. So, massive congratulations to what Stevie G has done in 5 months. Now, I know I haven't won anything just now and, oh, you maybe sit top of the league, blah, blah, blah. If you want to come here and hate, blah, 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 that's completely fine. That is your prerogative. You can do that if you're a half-empty kind of guy. I'm just happy and I can reflect on it and say, great 5 months, let's push on and see where we are in the next 5. Also, fun fact so far this season, if you want to break it down, Rangers top the goal scoring charts, Alfredo Morelos. They top the assist charts under Captain Tavernier. They also top the disciplinary charts, which we'll not talk about. But enough of that, let's break down the game that you've all clicked on to see, Rangers versus Hearts. And let's be honest, the way that started, it was the Hearts show. The first 15-20 minutes, Hearts wore us like a hat. Honestly, it was just vicious. And to be fair to Mr. Craig Levein himself, that's exactly what they said they were going to do. The first 15-20 minutes, they were going to come after Rangers after playing a European football, get amongst them, not giving them a second on the ball. And that's exactly what happened. Now, their goal came from Ajaya, sort of takes a heavy touch, Lukaku-esque. Takes a heavy touch. It's a good little move. I can't take anything away. I know it was an own goal. Gareth McAuley obviously hits it in his own net. But it was a wonderful move by Hearts. Fast pace, attacking football. Bang, bang, bang. Out wide. Crossed it. Gareth McAuley tries to swing a foot at it. Ends up burying it in the back of net. Good finish. And the goal was coming. I can't say any more about that. It could have been 2. Could have even been 3. But as I seem to say every single fan recap, Alan McGregor, he dives to the left, he dives to the right. Honestly, I'm running out of things to say about Alan McGregor. I feel like I'm saying the same things every single recap, but genuinely, he's putting in these top-notch performances each and every single game. So he kept us in it in the first half. 2 world-class saves, and I mean that. So thankfully, Alan McGregor kept us in the game long enough for us to actually switch on and do our jobs, and when we started to do it, you could see the danger that we had. Grezda was fantastic. Even when the 15-20 minute spell where everyone else was playing poor, Grezda was running back, tackling, running with the ball, being brave. He was a real standout today, and I think that's his best performance. I know he scored a couple of goals his last appearance, got a couple of assists, but that, for me, under those circumstances, when everything was going wrong, he was the one guy outfield, not obviously including Alan McGregor, that really took the game by the scruff of the neck. Grezda, very, very impressed with him. But the game continued to grow and the momentum continued to grow. And thankfully, after a horrific set piece by Captain Tavernier, we had about 15-20 yards, and I'm thinking, oh no, Tav. No. I need a captain's performance. Thankfully, the man responded and he was absolutely top-notch from then on. His first corner was absolutely on the money. He was very unlucky not to score a free kick. But let's talk about the goal itself. Now, we actually almost scored from Ajaya, sort of redeeming himself for his heavy touch. But it was a great defensive play by Diouf, I believe, for Hearts. Gets it cleared off the line, goes out for a corner, Tav whips it in, Morelos, fantastic movement, beats his marker, heads it down to the ground, Goldson reads it well, intercepts it, tries to shoot it, it's a good save by the Hearts goalie, it rebounds quite luckily back back to Goulton, but Goulton once again's alert to the ball, first one to react, smash into the back of net with the old kneecap. Now I know the goal was a bit scrappy, but we showed fight, we showed determination to get back into the game, because if that was previous seasons, we just wouldn't have, it just wouldn't have happened. But thankfully we did, we took our chances, and then when it went to 1-1, that is when Rangers took over the game. In my personal opinion, we just started going attack, attack, attack. Candace had a couple of passes into Morelos. Morelos probably should have scored a volley or maybe even laid it off the Arfield, but the pressure was continuing to grow, and the second goal of the game came from who else? Who else but Alfredo Morelos? And who else crossing it? It's Captain Tavernier, the 1-2 punch of Glasgow Rangers. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, it was offside. It was, I can't lie, East. Tavernier whips a free kick in. But taking away nothing from the actual finish itself, it was top drawer from Alfredo Morelos. He scuffed one volley earlier in the match, but that volley was there on time and he buried it into the back of the net. Now I know it was offside. I've already said it's offside. The referee and linesman got that wrong. But all I will say is these 4 other goals that he scored that's been incorrectly ruled off for offside. What goes around comes around. Did I just name drop a Justin Timberlake song? Oh, and that's the end of the first half. So it goes in 2-1 to the Glasgow Rangers, and I'm sitting here, I'm confident, I'm thinking to myself, it's fine. The way we grew into the game towards the end of that second half, I can see us going out scoring a 3, maybe even 4 goals, and maybe even getting that prediction right of a 3-1. I'm pretty confident. Somehow we don't score another goal. Morelos had a couple of half chances, a couple of good saves by the Hearts goalkeeper. I don't think McGregor was tested too much in the second half, if I'm honest with you, but the game changed on its head around the 70th minute. I believe it was the 71st or 72nd minute where Scotty Arfield was sent off. Now, I've been on this channel a couple of times already this season talking about red cards and how I feel like they're very unjust, but this one, can we all be fair? It was definitely a sending off. Now, he was already booked, which surprised me because I thought the referee would have just given him a yellow card and then sent him off, but I believe the referee sort of calling it dangerous play. That is why he was sent off directly. I know the BT linesman, the official linesman, whatever he calls himself for BT, says that was a yellow card offence and should have been a yellow card, but I can understand what the referee's done. If you haven't seen it already, it's a shot from Alfredo Morelos. The goalkeeper saves it on the line. He's kind of in the net, and his hands are sort of reaching over the line, and Scotty Arfield runs in to slide to obviously knock the ball in. I believe when he started to slide, the goalie had it in one hand, which is obviously fair game, you can go for it, but the pace that he's gone at, he just absolutely nails him. He gets the ball, he scores the ball, but he also scores the Hearts goalie. Rangers go down to 10 men, as I've said many times on the channel, and you know what I mean, we're so used to it now, it's almost like a change in the formation. In the last 18 minutes, Hearts puffed, and they puffed. At the end of the day, Hearts only finished with 2 shots on target. Overall, even when we got set down to 10 men, and I've got to give all the credit to Mr. Connor Goulton and Gareth McAuley. Once again, that 2 centre-back partnership was absolutely brilliant. I think Connor Goulton really stepped up today. I know he talked about Hearts fans and he doesn't like them because they didn't like us, blah, 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 and we all loved that quote, but this was a performance where he really just got stuck in, and I can't think of one time he was turned or he didn't get the ball. This was a commanding performance from Connor Goulton, and Gareth McAuley just as good, but obviously scored an own goal, so he's going to have some negative about that, but to be honest with you, it didn't faze him, didn't look bothered by it, still got involved, still got stuck in. Good performance from them two once again. Which leads me to my next player I want to single out, because I think this is personally his best performance in a Rangers shirt, and I really, really mean that. It is none other than Andy. That's right, Andy na left back. He's probably our first choice left back at the minute with BB out. He's brilliant. He made 2 vital last ditch challenges. Like honestly, if he doesn't make the challenges, they're through and goal both times. I genuinely can't believe this is the same player. It's night and day the difference in what happens when someone's got belief in you. And Andy Halliday, I've got to just go like that to you, mate. Honestly, fantastic performance for Mr. Andy H. Now, believe it or not, I do have a couple of negative things to talk about, but I'm going to save that for just a little minute's time because we need to focus on the positive once more, and that's going to be Daniel Candace. Now, he made a couple of chances that Morelos probably could and should have scored, but it wasn't just his attacking flair that I found was impressive. When we went down to 10 men, the distance this guy runs is just absolutely frightening. I can't put it into words. The effort, even in the 87th minute when he picked the ball up in his own box, he just ran with the ball, killed about a minute and a half by himself. And believe it or not, in that same attack, he actually put Alfredo Morelos through on goal, which somehow the linesman blew for offside, but I'll give you that one because he allowed Morelos to score. But yeah, that one that was blew for offside, Alfredo Morelos was through on goal. And last but not least, it's going to be the Buffalo Soldier, Mr. Alfredo Morelos. But it wasn't just his goal scoring exploits, he actually worked the 4 defenders. Obviously getting the goal as well, which was absolutely fantastic, even though it was offside. But his runs, his work rate off the ball, when we were down to 10 men, the way that he could hold the ball up strong and win us some fouls to sort of take the minutes off the clock was absolutely brilliant. So Alfredo Morelos, once again, son, a wee clap for you. Now, as I did previously mention, there is a couple of negatives I want to talk about very, very briefly. It was the middle of the park. A Ryan Jack-less midfield at Rangers just doesn't seem right. The midfield defensively so poor, and that really showed in the first 15-20 minutes. I know we grew into the game, but we need that sort of linchpin. If Ryan Jack isn't going to play, if we're going to rotate him, maybe bring in Rossi or maybe bring in Rossa for that role, because Ajaya, Arfield and Koulibaly just doesn't impress me. But that's going to be it. That's going to be my fan reaction to the game. It was a gritty performance. That's the kind of game we would have lost 9 times out of 10 in previous seasons, showing the progress that we have made. Absolutely fantastic grit and determination. But what did you think of the game? Make sure you let me know in the comment section below. And as you can probably tell by my face, I'm absolutely choking to read out these comments. I want to see the positivity from the tweets. But 1,054 votes in the hour that was up. Thank you so much for getting involved. Now, the 3 players that I enlisted for the man of the match, by the way, it could have been 5, 6 or 7, but I just wanted to pick maybe a couple that doesn't always seem to get in the polls, because it's obviously dominated by Tav, Morelos and Shagger all season. So I kind of mixed it up, but I couldn't leave Shagger out. I went Shagger, Halliday, Grezda, and obviously left the 4th choice up as other, in case I didn't list it. Now, Grezda only got 13% of the votes. I think that's quite harsh, if I'm honest, because I thought Grezda was absolutely outstanding for the 60 odd minutes that he was on the park. 14% votes for other, 32% votes for Shagger, but the first time ever on the channel, and I think it's deserved, honestly, with 41% of the votes, is Andy Halliday. You are the people's man of the match. So let's read out the people's opinion. Rampant Ryan Jack says, Alan McGregor could kill my whole family in cold blood and I wouldn't be able to get mad at him. Whoa, I thought that was going to go a dangerous place there, but I believe we can leave that in. Can we? Okay, good. Ulster on Tour says, meant to vote for Halliday. Shagger made 2 world-class saves in the first half, but Halliday ran the show. Zach Rudden is the GOAT says, Tav for me was terrific. Great 3 points come the end of this season. And the last 2 or 3 that we'll read out, I'll just go like this. Bang, bang. There's your dinner. Bang. Sweaty Rogan. Why isn't Halliday our starting left back when BB is injured? I believe after that performance, he will be. And here we go. Last one comes from Billy Forrester. Andy Halliday was outstanding. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You've heard my opinion, you've heard the people's opinion. Hopefully you've got involved in the comment section below and let me know what your opinion is. If you would like to support the channel directly, you will find the link to the Patreon in the description below. I've been CJ Over 92. Thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye.